Hi everyone, Captain Morrison here. I just want to go over how to look at the reports that you'll get every Monday. These reports are for Edgenuity, your progress, as well as your session log for the week before. Looking at the progress report, you'll notice that the first column is going to be the percent of time you have spent in that course. So for Algebra 2, this person has spent almost 15% of the course's time and completed almost 15% of the overall assignments. So looking again at the second column, that's the percent in the course. The colors, blue means that you are on target or close to being on target. Red is going to be behind schedule, and where you see green, that's going to put you ahead of schedule. This next column is the RG. It's called the real grade. You don't really need to pay attention to it. Just know that this is what your grade in the class would be if you got a 0 on anything you have not completed. We don't really use that, but that's just there so you know it. The overall grade, this is going to show you your working level. And your working level is basically the grade you are getting on completed assignments. So this person in Algebra 2 is working at an 80.9%, which is a B minus. You'll notice the next column over, the actual grade is a little bit lower. That is because this person is slightly behind schedule. Even though they're blue, it is a little tricky. They are just a little bit behind schedule, so it is deducting points. So the actual grade is what we put in Skyward. It's the grade that we use. And what it is going to do is going to take the overall grade and it's going to deduct any points for being behind. As the student catches up, those points will be awarded back, and that grade will raise until they are on target or ahead of schedule, like in this Prep CC class, where they are working at an 80.8%. They are slightly ahead of schedule, and so their actual grade equals the overall grade. I know it's a little bit confusing. The grades do change every day. When students log in to their accounts, you should be able to see each course represented by a tile. The percent in the lower left corner is going to represent the grade or the actual grade at that moment that the student has logged in. Moving on to session logs. Looking at the session log, this is an example for this week. I pulled just a few different examples to show you a few different things the reports can tell you. When you're looking at each day, it does show the number of hours, minutes, and seconds that were logged in on that day. It'll also show if there were any quizzes completed or tests and how many. So looking at this report, you can see this student is spending close to 6 hours, between 5 and 6 hours a day, but has only completed one quiz. Um, the next student you can see is spending approximately the same amount of time logged in, but is completing multiple quizzes and making good progress. Looking at the right hand column, this is going to show the total login set times for the entire week. Please keep an eye out if you're seeing session logs that are lower than an hour. That is probably going to correlate with really poor grades. So make sure we're logging in and working on our classes. In general, you should expect to work between 45 minutes to an hour per class.